Nasreddine Nabi is actually forced to play the young stars because he is not impressed with the quality that they have at Kaizer Chiefs. Which position am I talking about? I'm talking about that central defensive midfield position. At his disposal, he's got the Ox Mthethwa, which he has not given a chance to or even used since the season began. You've got a Yusuf Mart, who's not a natural number 6 or defensive midfielder. And nowadays, Blom has just come in from the US of A, but he too appears like he's not match fit. And he ends up using Yosamgelo Zwane, Yusuf Mart, Castillo, the other one, who's also not a natural number 6 or defensive midfielder. He's out injured for some months. I made this clear about Nasreddine Nabi when he came to South Africa and signed for Kaizer Chiefs, that this guy will probably need 2 more transfer window to make Kaizer Chiefs what he wants it to be like, and for Kaizer Chiefs to be competitive in all competitions, especially the league. Well, I do go by the name of Oscar, and it's a football where I engage and discuss on anything to do with football from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Thank you for joining. Please do engage on the comments below on the subject that we are engaging on, which is Kaizer Chiefs really need a central midfielder. Top tier, top level. I mean, a quality defensive midfielder to play for this big club in South Africa. Now, who out there is available at this point in time for Nasreddine Nabi to quickly snatch to help his team? Majority will say no one is free out there. The transfer window will be open in around, let's say, 8 weeks or so. And I think Kaizer Chiefs should actually use their money and get Nasreddine Nabi what he wants. Clearly, he's not impressed by Mthethwa. He's not impressed with majority of these senior guys or older guys, because, I mean, if you're going to play against Kaizer Chiefs, you've got Mdu Mthethwa, you've got Samgelo Zwane, you've got okay, Jabulo Blom is not young, but you've got a Duba that you all have to throw in because there's not much quality according to him on the bench. Now, I just want to talk about 2 players which I believe, even if they sign them together, I know it's not possible. One is a free agent. He can come at Kaizer Chiefs at any time. And the other one is contracted to a club in Tanzania. Number 1, you've got a Bongani Zungu, who is free. We all thought he was going to follow Erlani Mukwena to Morocco and play for Wydad SC. And it appears things did not go well because there was no agreement on the finances between him and the club. He's available. He's back home. Saw him the other day, visiting Mamelodi Sundowns captain Mshishi Zwane, who's also out with an ACL injury until next April or so. So Bongani Zungu is available. What does Zungu Benten bring to Kaizer Chiefs if his son? He is probably one quality player. We cannot argue with that. He's a central defensive midfielder, but age is not on this side. Historically, it appears as if Kaizer Chiefs, whenever they get a player that played for a Mamelodi Sundowns, the player does not have success at a Kaizer Chiefs. You've got a Billiard who went there, started good but didn't end well. You've got a Dolly who was just plagued by injuries. You've got a Castro who didn't win anything with them, and they just signed now another free agent from Mamelodi Sundowns, that is Gatsen Sirino, who started the season on fire. I mean, he's on fire. Bongani Zungu, he's free, and obviously he's going to take a big chunk from that wage bill of Kaizer Chiefs. But the guy is quality. I mean, clearly, Nasreddine Nabi wants to also build from the back. And with a Zungu there, I mean, the players will be confident. I mean, even your goalkeeper will be confident giving that ball to a Zungu to build from the back. Age might not be on this side, but at least it's the experience that these other players would feed off from him. And the only negative I have with the Kaizer Chiefs possibly signing a Zungu would be that he's injury prone. If he gets an injury, it's not an injury that he's just out for one game. It's an injury that he'll be out for, minimum a month, 8 weeks. So that's the biggest downfall when you want to bring someone like him to your club, that, whenever he gets injured, he's out for some time. Hence, I'm of the opinion that if Kaizer Chiefs get him, it's also great that they also get this other guy. Now, this other guy, Tanzania's finest. He's 26 years of age. He played for Yanga under Nasreddine Nabi, currently playing for Azam FC. I think Azam is also a broadcasting station. Zambians will correct me in the comments below, but the guy is quality. He was also linked to Mamelodi Sundowns. We're talking about Feisal Salum. They call him Feitoto. Whenever you're watching a Tanzanian match, it's best you listen, you watch the match with a Swahili commentary. It's just fun. It's on another level. But anyway, this guy's advantage is his versatility. He can play as a holding midfielder. He can play box to box. He can play as a number 10. In fact, he was only second to Aziz Ki on the top scorers last season in the NBC Tanzanian League. So he can score goal. He can score crackers outside the box. His work ethic, box to box type of vibes has been mirrored to that of Ngolo Kante. When I watch him play some of his highlights, the guy has got this energy of a Frank Lampard, arriving late in boxes, being able to take shots outside the box. He's very skillful. Tactically, he's up there. So, for me, his best position is not really a holding midfielder, although he can play anywhere. He can play as a 6, he can play as a 8, he can play as a 10. So Kaizer Chiefs bringing this guy over to South Africa in our league, bring him over for Nasreddine Nabi, who once coached him, is advantage for the league and would be a plus definitely for a Kaizer Chiefs. So Kaizer Chiefs, if they had an option to sign one of them, primarily I would take the 26-year-old Feisal Salum, whose quality. Obviously, he's under contract with Azam FC, and we're talking about a 36 million rand bar clause. That's almost like a $2 million if rand to dollars of 18 rands. So we're talking about 36 million rand buyout clause, but the guy is quality. Is going to be a great addition for Nasreddine Nabi, who is in need of a holding midfielder, who is in need of more creativity apart from a Gatsen Sirino, because how things are happening now, it's almost like there's a heavy dependence or reliance on a Gatsen Sirino. So bringing Feitoto, bringing Salum Feisal to South Africa will be a plus for Kaizer Chiefs. Bongani Zungu will be a great addition as well for experience to balance things out, because there's just too many young stars in that first 11 of a Nasreddine Nabi. Oh, I love African football. If you're seeing this face and this content for the very first time, would really love to appreciate and hear your views on the topic at hand. What do you think? Who out there is available or Kaizer Chiefs can fork out money for and buy outright to bring at Natural, because they are in need of a central or a holding midfielder? 2 more windows for Nasreddine Nabi, and I think Nasreddine Nabi will get Kaizer Chiefs to where he wants it to be. They've already brought an assistant coach that he worked with at Yanga. Best also to bring players he's worked with, so that he pushes the mentality of the Kaizer Chiefs is already at a different level than last season. They started the season well, but losses, draws to Amakhosi, losses to SuperSport, to Mamelodi Sundowns, and being also kicked out by the same club, Black Label Knockout, has really dented the confidence of some players, especially his young players. So Kaizer Chiefs will do him a world of good if they get him players that he deserves, or at least something close to what he wishes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the brother, and engage on the comments below. Any day by declaring, may my God bless you all.